councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
In Dallas, Texas, 3 shots were fired at President Kennedy's motorcade in downtown Dallas. The first reports say that President Kennedy has been seriously wounded by this shooting.
It is a big idea, a new world order.
It was almost as if it were a planned implosion. It just pancaked.
Either you were with us or you were with the terrorists.
But I also believe that a lot of gun owners would agree that AK-47s belong in the hands of soldiers, not in the hands of criminals.
Guns will be taken, and no one will be able to be armed. We're going to take all weapons.
For many of the police and guard troops, it is an uncomfortable job to do this in an American city.
Global governance at last. Is it one world? The central bankers in charge. But aren't we all just living and dying for what the central banks do?
As for me, give me liberty or give me death!
The answer to 1984 is 1776.
Welcome to the InfoWars Nightly News. It's Thursday, April the 25th, 2013, and I'm David Knight, and we're here live tonight. Well, the attacks are coming fast and furious against Alex Jones and InfoWars because we're the only ones, pretty much, in the mainstream media, certainly the largest ones, that are attacking the official story and asking questions. Questions about contradictions, questions about things that just don't add up. And of course, we're being attacked by Slate and by MSNBC and many others. And the latest attack here is from Rachel Maddow. Let's take a quick look at this clip here.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take out civil liberties and promote homeland security by sticking their hands down on the camps on the streets?
No. This is not a freelance thing. These guys are mostly associated with a popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars. The host of the show is a man named Alex Jones. Yesterday afternoon, Matt Drudge tweeted this. He tweeted, "I've privately told friends that this will be the year of Alex Jones."
Well, it has certainly been the week of Alex Jones. We've gotten a lot of attention, and she features Dan Bidondi's press conference questions there as well. But she does a lot of straw man arguments. I mean, listen to some of the stuff that she puts in there. She says that 9/11 truthers say that 9/11 never happened. Not really. And that we can claim that the Boston bombing didn't happen. That's not at all what we're claiming. What we're claiming is that the facts contradict what we're being told. We're claiming that the government is contradicting themselves time and time again. And even the clips that she uses of Alex are really cheesy and designed to deceive. She also trots out the claim that Popular Science and others put the 9/11 truth to rest, yet she never mentions 1,900 architects at Architects and Engineers for Truth that offer a very scientific analysis of 9/11 and question the results of the 9/11 Commission that she touts as having put all this to rest. You know, just like the JFK Commission put to rest everything, and we came up with the magic bullet theory and the lone gunman Lee Harvey Oswald. We don't want to see that happen again. And we don't believe, like we're being criticized by many people as not respecting the victims. I don't think it respects the victims if you don't want to find out who's really at the bottom of this. I think not caring about anything other than just, we got the man, is the ultimate disrespect for the people who died and were critically injured at that bombing. We don't want to see that kind of thing happen again. We want to know how this happened. We want to know who was responsible, and we want to follow the leads wherever they go. And we're going to question the government whenever they tell us something that contradicts what they told us 2 hours ago or 2 days ago. We're going to stay on the story. And that brings us to our quote of the day, which is from Mahatma Gandhi. It's a famous quote. You've probably heard this before. He said, "First they ignore you, then they ridicule you, then they fight you, and then you win." Well, I don't know. Right now, we're not at the ignoring stage. We've certainly passed that. I don't know. I guess with Rachel Maddow, we're at the ridicule stage because that's really what she does. We'll see what happens, but we're going to win this fight because the truth is on our side. Now, on the heels of leaked Army emails just about 2 weeks ago from a Lieutenant Jack Rich. He labeled the American Family Association and the Family Research Council two very mainstream Protestant organizations. And I wouldn't even say they're Protestant. They're not necessarily tied. They're not tied to any denomination, just like Focus on the Family. But those two denominations were singled out, and those two organizations were singled out in his newsletter and criticized as being hate groups. He put them in the same category as the Ku Klux Klan and Al-Qaeda, the Aryan Nation. And he said they didn't have Army values. Now, that was just 2 weeks ago. Now we see that the U.S. Army bases are blocking access to the Southern Baptist Convention's website. Now, this is an organization that has just under 16 million members throughout the United States. It's about as mainline Protestant as you can get. And yet, they're being blocked. Now, in this article, it says, this is from the New American, it says, the officer said that a message came up notifying him that the site was being blocked by the Army Team CONUS, that's Continental United States, for alleged hostile content. Team CONUS is tasked with protecting Army networks throughout the defense sector. So the Southern Baptist Convention is now considered to be hostile to the U.S. Army, the officer complained in an email. And he also says that they could not pinpoint exactly what the hostile content was. They're being very vague about that. But as we saw, like I said, just 2 weeks ago, we saw an email saying that the Family Research Council and the American Family Association did not share Army values. And so perhaps maybe the Southern Baptists don't share Army values either, which makes us start to wonder, what are the values of the new Army? We don't really know.
Visit Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. When you're on the site, you can also tune in 24 hours a day to my daily radio broadcast. There's also a free iPhone app to listen to the syndicated radio show when and where you want.